Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to today's Raw review and opinions video. So this video is your video. This is where we get to your thoughts, but obviously I just want to start with a few of my own. We can start actually with the match scores. So Lyra, Roxanne, you said was good 96. Kofi, Penta, you said was good 96. Grande, Dragon Lee, you said was good 95. Kairi, Stephanie, you said was good 94. And the tag match main event you said was good 94 as well. I think the main event did let the show down. I don't think it was big enough. I don't think it was interesting enough. I think it was great having that story throughout the show. That was something that has been missing. I don't know that anything particularly let the show down. The one that I was really worried about was Grande, Dragon Lee. But they understood the assignment. They went out there and they worked at a great pace. And of course, we had the other El Grandes to kind of further that story along. We had the Bailey thing, which I thought was really interesting. We had the AJ segment, which did go a little long. I saw a few people saying this is boring. But I thought the ending where we actually ended up was really good. Trying to figure out how they were going to end that thing. And obviously we had the slap. AJ slaps Seth. Then, of course, Seth looks to Becky. Becky jumps out the ring. Seems like there's an issue, but of course it was all just so she could sneak attack AJ. And so, of course, the heels walk away laughing their heads off. Pretty good. Pretty good. I was a little disappointed with the Cena thing at the start, as you know. So, yeah, overall, I want to give this show love. I was interested and engaged all throughout. Even Kairi, Stephanie, which was only made during the show, I actually thought that match was really good. It might have been my match of the night, Kairi versus Stephanie. I really enjoyed it. And then, of course, Asuka getting involved, Io running down. We're kind of furthering that storyline. Interesting seeing Finn really going off on Dominic. Like, they really want to know, what does El Grande expect in return for him helping you? Like, what is this deal that you have struck? Which I think is a very fair question. And of course, then Rusev getting involved. So, yeah, just so much that I think was put into this show. From a talking points point of view, I've actually just dropped one of the longest talking points videos that we've done so far, going over 20 minutes, because I do feel like there was quite a bit in this show, and I love talking points. I love storyline development, and I do feel like this was not just match. Lots of backstage segments, lots of going back to Jimmy J, LA Knight and that story, the Bailey story as well, the Asuka story as well. Like, it would be a myth to say there was no stories on Raw right now, or a myth to say that they're not trying to find a better show, right? That no effort is being made. I see effort, I see story, I see development. I see, honestly, I don't want to say one of the best Raws of the year because that sounds so OTT, but we have had a lot of Raws in the 5s and 6s. It has been actually quite rare for us to get in the 7s, and I would say this is like a 7 or a 7.25 for me personally, like 7.25 type range. So I was very engaged. I think we needed a better main event. Maybe another few of these matches needed to get into that great range. Probably could have done with a little more out of John. Drop a surprise in there, and we are definitely in the 8s then for me. So I think the foundation of this was very good. Let's put it that way. So those are my thoughts. Let's get over to your thoughts. We've had 29 responses. I don't know if that is the latest. So that'll be good. That's a nice number. We can comfortably get through these. So Metal Mama said, John Cena, always great having on the show. Loved AJ Punk, Becky and Seth segment. I'd watch them for 3 hours. The Bailey return and backstage segment was good. Ending was pretty good as well. And especially for a go home. So 7 for Metal Mama. Uncle Howdy Dread said, Jay, wake up, Jimmy, and LA Knight. Don't understand how you feel. You was up top, but now you're at the lowest. Tell me, Jay, are you and Jimmy really brothers or family? Because the Wyatt Six are thinking about Jimmy. costing your opportunity. And LA Knight finish you off. Turn now the 6. So Uncle Howdy Dread's there, I think, writing out like a message from the Wyatt 6 to the Usos. And maybe that is a feud we see in the future. Obviously, they're on different brands at the moment. So not sure kind of when, if we'll get to that. But yeah, maybe. It's interesting to try and figure out what they're doing with Jay. I can't quite work that out at the moment. It does feel like a heel turn, but as I've said before, the streets are saying he's not turning heel, so leaves me a bit confused. He Who Smiles said, for a go-home show, for what it was supposed to be, an event as big as what's coming up, my feelings are described perfectly here. I'm going to give it a 6. I'm a tough critic on Raw. It's been weak, said He Who Smiles, so just so. Mitchell, hello. Mitchell said it was all right. I enjoyed the Grande Lee match. Too many interference finishes. Tired of the bronze constantly closing out Raw. Feels like the ending of Raw is always the same people. So overall 6.25, 6.5. Yeah, I think criticism of the main event is very fair. Taker 1990 said Raw was a 7.5, SmackDown a 7, Worlds Collide an 8. Shout out to you. Taker 1990, thank you. Real John said it was a solid episode of Raw this week. Bayley return was nice. Just so sick and tired of the same main events each and every week. Yes, hear you. Oxy said very enjoyable. Punk AJ Seth Becky segment was quite entertaining. It got a few laughs out of me. I'm quite intrigued to see Rusev Dominic for the IC title with WrestlePalooza this weekend. Elite Pro Wrestling Forum said Cena got me fired up. I'm going to miss him for sure. Loving the new Bayley. Unhinged to say the least. Tonight was hugger overload. Hoping next time it's going to be a heel damage control on a new level. AJ, Punk, Seth, Becky stole the show again. It's pure cinema. And the rest was good enough. So 6.5, 6.75. Oppola said it was a good show. I just think Roxanne isn't being treated right. The matches were decent, but AJ, Punk, Becky, Seth, love it. Bayley return, love it. Bayley's weird gimmick, don't get it. All in all, 4 out of 10 for the full show. But that's a bit weird. You said it was a good show. I wouldn't say 4 out of 10 was good, but everyone's got their own range. Ryder said 7.5, a very enjoyable episode that offered a lot of storyline development and talking points. Really enjoyed Bayley and Uso stuff sprinkled throughout the night. 2 very good promos from Cena and the mixed tag match. Wrestling was solid. I would say it was the best Raw in months. Yes, Ryder, I agree. I'm around that range. I'm not sure I got quite as high as that. I'm torn between 7.25, but I really hear what you're saying there. Uncle Revel said, on a night, I felt like garbage with an extreme headache. Raw didn't seem to help things. It barely held my concentration, but that could have been me. I did enjoy Stephanie Kairi, and I am looking forward to NXT Homecoming and the rest of the week. Yes, oh my God, that is later, isn't it? So, Uncle Revel giving it a 5, but hopefully your headache can get shifted. But I think you might have enjoyed it a bit more without that, but I don't know, to each their own. Nando said it was fine. I think the crowd got in the way during the AJ Lee segment. It was hard to hear them speak at times. John Elite said, glad to see Bayley back. Love CM Punk AJ Seth Becky segment. AJ took her first bump in a decade. El Grande Americanos doing the Spider-Man meme and tensions in the Judgment Day. Chris said, Daze, an easy, fun watch. I'm giving it a 7. If it wasn't for the ladies killing it yet again, probably wouldn't have been as good. Well, that's true, to be honest, because Lyra, Roxanne, I really enjoyed. Kairi, Stephanie, I really enjoyed. The Asuka story, I'm really enjoying. And AJ Lee, Becky. So, I mean, the highlights here for me were 1,000% the women. 1,000%. I think when in regards to the men, I really enjoy the LA Knight Jimmy story. But yeah, I mean, Kofi Penta was okay. I did like that springboard Mexican destroyer. That was sick. But, I mean, I wouldn't have been bothered if that had not been on the show. El Grande, Dragon Lee, nice cutter in there, which I enjoyed. But again, I wouldn't have been bothered if that wasn't on the show. And I think the thing that was most disappointing was the main event. So I wouldn't have been bothered if that wasn't on the show. So yeah, if we had to chop an hour off this show for whatever reason, it'd be the men's segments I'd be losing. I could watch AJ Lee do a thing for the whole show. She's going to surprise people with how good she is the ring after 10 years away. Well, I hope so. I mean, obviously we don't know. There is going to be ring rust. If she doesn't look as amazing as people are hoping, don't hold it against her. I don't think that it is fair to be judging too quickly. So they'll have her in there for little bursts. I'm sure she's going to look great. And then people will be like, oh my God, she's still got it. Put her in a singles match. Like, oh, I'm just worried, man. You know how quickly people jump off hype trains. I mean, if she does anything even remotely wrong, people will jump off. So I just hope this works for her. I hope this return is a big success. Robbie said, I only watched the stream and then some full segments on YouTube due to Monday Night Football. I'm glad my Dark Angel is back. I think Asuka costs EO. Why are LWO allowed to cook in AAA but not on Raw? Same goddamn variation of the same main event. A generous 5, but I'll see you for Homecoming, said Robbie. 6, said Johnny, I'm losing interest on the B&B security side plot, while Seth and Becky feud with the Punks. They're not worthy of being main event for every Raw. I'm so excited to see where this Bayley story is going, says Johnny, and hashtag free Kairi. Chanel said, I'm absolutely in love with Seth and Becky just bickering away. I'm invested. Brady said, I'm so tired of the same main event week after week. The mixed tag promo should have main evented. Bayley having multiple personalities is great, and I am so excited for NXT Homecoming. Yeah, I hear you, but I'm right there as well. Edward said, beside the lag, Raw was good. The women's matches were the best of the night. Punk, AJ Lee, Seth, Becky was good. It's going to set up a feud between Punk, Seth, and another between Becky, AJ. Going for gold down the line. So overall, 7. Raymond said, Daze, I thought Raw tonight was good, matches very good, and to see Bayley return was awesome too. So overall, I'm going to have to respectfully give Raw 825. Shout out to you and see you for NXT. Jason said it was pretty good, 625. And Wrestling God said, I'm going to score this go-home show for the first ever WrestlePalooza an 8. Kiki gives it 5 out of 4. And Brendan gives it a Liv Morgan. This looks... What is this? Well, there we go. Thank you, Brendan. Thank you. A very powerful review of Raw right there. Right, Canon said, EO masked Asuka mad. She did make her mad. That's not what her face paint was this week, but her face paint looks so good this week. I don't know if I've even seen it before with, like, I think it was a dragon or something going round. Nice, mixing it up. Clay said, I love the show. Can I get a picture of AJ Lee? Only if I can get a picture of AJ Lee. I want one of those signed ones. They probably sell at a merch stand. Tracy said, tonight's Raw was okay. Actually, you know, if they do a house show, I really might have to go. As long as AJ Lee is guaranteed to be on, I really might have to go. Tracy said, tonight's Raw was okay. The show had a flow to it. There was a storyline and build into the matches for WrestlePalooza. The promo with AJ, Punk, Becky, Seth was okay. The Uso storyline will be revealed at WrestlePalooza, so I'm giving it 6.5. See you for NXT, my friend Tracy. See you there. Daryl said Raw got 6.75. Cena's opening promo needed more. Someone had to interfere in that. And probably should have been Dom bragging about being Dom 2 belts. Stephanie Kairi was match of the night. Yeah, I think that as well, yes. I was trying to think. I was like, do I think that? And I was thinking, what was the other match? Lyra against Roxanne, I really enjoyed. But yes, I think Stephanie Kairi was match of the night. See you for SmackDown. See you then, Daryl. War Player, shout out to you. Again, that's our review for Raw. That's all that needs to be said. And here's Jay. Like porn, it also applies to wrestling. No one wants to watch missionary position. Brackets main event 6 weeks in a row. Roman told us that a long time ago. Well, actually, Jay, joke's on you. That's my favourite porn. Yeah. I don't like getting too weird, right? I just like to keep things nice and comfortable, nice and safe, right? I don't know why you guys all have to get kinky, but just let's keep it respectful and let's keep it missionary. So, I think I'm understanding where you're coming from. I think I understand the point you're trying to make. It just doesn't land with this guy, yeah? Sensible Sam over here, right? So, Jay, thank you, my friend. We would go over to the scores, but I was really late putting the poll up, so I haven't got a flip. If you are interested, go over onto this channel, click on posts, and you'll be able to see what people are saying. This is like high-end good, low-end great. I don't know if it's just made great. I think it's great by 2025 standards, but by all-time Raw standards, probably high-end good, okay. But well, I don't know. We'll see what comes of that. So there we go. Boom. Lovely. Comfortable. Love that. Like missionary. So there we go. That was our Raw review. So thanks for taking part. Thanks for taking time to watch this. I will see you later for NXT Homecoming that I cannot wait for. I am so excited for that show. So see you later as we go home.